everybody. I'm going to read Fairy Animals today. If you guys have this book, go get it. Because I would love to read this to you. Love it. This is my favorite book. Now.
I got the fairy voicey and the
So I have this little partner. She's not a dog, right? She's right here. She's just a stuffed animal. She's gonna just watch us today, and I'm gonna be much louder today because the last video I think I was too quiet. So, and I would like you to show somebody new. Come on up. Come on. Come on up. Let's see her. She's coming.
Hi, Seria.
She is my sister. I think she's going to be watching this too. She's leaving. Go ahead. All right.
Hi, Seria.
I think we should do the reading now. Let's go. Penny the puppy loved going to school. She loved playing with her friends. She loved her teacher, Miss Pammy, and she loved learning how to be a good little pollen puppy. There was just one problem. The fairy animals of Misty Woods went to school outdoors, and on sunny spring mornings there was no place in the world more glorious than Misty Woods. There were flowers blooming all around, trees rustling in the breeze, and skies was always a brilliant shade of sapphire blue. There were so many beautiful things to gaze at that it was hard for Penny to concentrate on her lessons. Today, the young pollen puppies were having a lesson in Bluebell Glade. Penny looked around the carpet of violet blossoms swaying in the warm breeze. She sniffed deeply at her sweet perfume, wafted over her, blending with the fresh early smell of Misty Woods. It was lovely. Penny closed her big, chocolatey brown eyes for a moment. She imagined herself rolling around and around in the flowers until her golden fur was covered in the scent. A gentle voice interrupted her daydream. Didn't you get enough sleep last night, Penny? Penny's eye flew open wide. Oops, her teacher had caught her daydreaming again. This is my favorite book. No, Miss, said Penny. I mean, yes, she sighed dreamily. I'm tired to explain. It's just that the bluebells are so pretty and sweet smelling. I was wondering what it would be like to roll around them. The bluebells are beautiful, Penny, Miss Pammy said kindly. But today's lesson is very important, so please pay attention. Then Miss Pammy turned back to the rest of the class. As you know, all the fairy animals in Misty Woods have important jobs to do. She said, we are pollen puppies, so we need to flick our tails to send pollen into the air. Can anyone tell me why? Penny's friend Purry and a pickly little puppy with a brown and a white patches flapped into sparkling wings. Frantically. Lila, this is a video. Brown and white patches flapped. Can anybody tell me why? Penny's friend Purry, a pickly little puppy, brown and white patches flapped and sparkling wings frantically to make a more flowers grow. He answered. Miss Pammy smiled. That's correct, Purry. Sorry, that's not a picture. Okay.
That's the funny part of the
Wait,
video.
wait, 1 second.
I'm raising my hand to Daddy.
Alright, let's keep reading. So yummy. Don't laugh, don't laugh. Do not laugh. Do not laugh. Do not laugh. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Penny sighed as she wished she could be clever like Purry. He never seemed to get distracted, but it's important to flick only 5 flowers at a time. Miss Pammy said, otherwise you will fill the air with too much pollen glazing around the eager puppies. She asked, does anyone know why we don't want too much pollen in the air?
Okay, Google.
Once again, Purry knew the answers. He bounced up and down, wagging his tail furtively until Miss Pammy called on him because it will make other fairies animals sneeze. Miss, he said, fluttering over to a cluster of bluebells. Miss Pammy showed the class what to do. Everyone could go along. She wagged her fluffy tail over 5 streams of bluebells. Every time her tail swished over a flower a little cloud of pollen floated into the air. Now it's your turn, Miss Pammy told the class. I want you to spread out and practice counting to 5. Bluebell Glade was suddenly filled with flurry of sparkles wings. They glittered like jewels in the sunlight as pollen puppies flew around looking for a good spot to practice counting. Penny landed softly along a cluster of bluebells nearby. Purry was already hard at work. His brown tail flicked back and forth over the flowers as he loudly counted to 5.
I think this is a good book.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to come do our partner in the video? Come on. Someone's joining. Alright, she is going to be listening with us.
Eating a egg.
Okay. Alright, so let's get started. Go ahead and sit next to me.
No. Bend your back.
No. Guys. Okay.
So you can see you now. Ah! Why do you hit it? Isn't she doing the book funny?
Determined to show her teacher that she had been paying attention, Penny brushed her tail over one flower. Once she said loudly, a puff of pollen rose into the air. Shimmy. She said carefully, wagging her tail over another graceful stem of bluebells. 3, she said, sweeping her tail over a third stem. Penny took a deep breath, enjoying the delicious scent of the bluebells. Then she shook her head and forced herself to concentrate. She didn't want to make a mistake. What comes after 3? She asked herself as she tried to remember. Penny purred down at the delicate blush flower by her paws with the curling curling petals. The dainty blossom really did look like a tiny bells. Her ears prickled up with curiosity. Penny wondered what bluebells would sound like if they could make music. She was sure it would be a sweet, chiming sound. Suddenly, Penny imagined a tune. Playing by hundreds of bluebells, twinkling on the breeze. The song was lively that Penny couldn't resist dancing, fluttering her glitter wings and swishing her tail back and forth. The rhythmic Penny danced around Bluebell Glade to the imaginary sound of a bluebell band. La 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 la, she sang, happy under her breath. La 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 la. Suddenly, a very loud noise interrupted the music in Penny's head. Achoo! It was Chloe Cowweb Kitten flying back from her morning duty of decorating
No, I thought it was picture.
cow cobwebs with sparkling dewdrops. Her pretty eyes were streaming and her pink nose twitched as she sneezed again and again. Penny looked up at dismay. No, wait. Her pretty eyes were streaming and her pink nose twitched as she sneezed again and again. Achoo! Achoo! Penny looked up in dismay. All around her was a huge cloud of pollen drifting into the sky. She lost count how many bluebells she was flicking. I'm sorry, Penny called to Chloe, but the cowweb kitten couldn't reply. She sneezed and sputtered, and she tried to get away from pollen. Miss Pammy hurried over. Penny, how many bluebells did you flick?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'll read one chapter. Let's see what happens. How many did she flick? Penny hung her head. I'm not sure, miss. I counted to 3, but then I started thinking about bluebells making music and I lost count. It's lovely that you have such a big imagination, Penny. Miss Pammy cited, but being a pollen puppy is a very important job, and to do it, it's properly you need to be able to count. I'm sorry, Miss Penny said sadly, her eyes brimming with tears. Let's try again with her teacher said gently. You said flick 3 bluebells, so if you flick 2 more, how many bluebells would that make all together? 4. Penny guessed. Miss Pammy shook her head sadly.
It's good, right?
Oh dear.
Lila likes it.
Perry bounced over the answer 5. He barked. As usual, Perry was right. I'm never going to be a good pollen puppy. Penny whimpered, her pink wings dropping. Her teacher patted her with a soft paw. Of course you will, she said. You just need to concentrate harder on your schoolwork and practice your counting. Can you try that for me? Penny wings circled up again. I will promise. I will. She promised, nodding so hard that her ears flapped going to learn how to count to 5 today, and by tomorrow, I'll be a perfect at it. Penny was destined to be a good pollen puppy and made. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't show you the picture. Determined to be a good pollen puppy and make Miss Pammy proud. She would learn how to count to 5, even if it meant ever daydreaming again. For the rest of the lesson, Penny listened carefully as her teacher explained how to tell when bluebells were ready to make pollen. Her attention didn't wander once. Wait, never mind. Okay. Mommy, I finished one chapter. Okay. No, I did 2 chapters. Hope you like this video and hope you like this book. I think we'll keep reading it maybe tomorrow. And bye. Wait, also. Would you like to have a dance party with us? Would you like to? Alright then, let's do it. Let me get a bookmark so I can put it on and we'll do a little dance party. Let's go. Let's do the Addison dance. So we're going to do what my friend Addison teached me. Let me go get the paper. Alright, so I got the paper right here. So we're first going to do this, and then this, and then make your legs bigger, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this. Yeah, okay. And then you do this. Your legs. So your legs. And then your legs are going to be crossed. So like cross. Like this one. So we will finish this dance in this video for tomorrow. It's okay. Bye. Hope you enjoy this video, everybody. And hugs to everyone. I miss you all.
Let's do the comment down below. Say that.
Let's say bye. Let's say bye to everybody. Say bye. Bye. Hope you say the bye. Say subscribe. Subscribes, please. Hope you enjoy this video. And also, I would like you guys to think, what was the funny part of the video? The part when I was eating, the part when I was reading funny? Please guess. I will tell you answer in 5 seconds. part. It was the eating part. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Lila, come say bye with me.
Bye.